Well, people tell you who they are if you know how to read them. Now, I put out a massive olive branch to Wachter. He was letting other people know that he really wanted peace as long as I put up a video. Did so, done so, didn't respond. So we now can read who Wachter is. If he was interested in peace, he would have come to a peace table. So he has basically showed beyond doubt what he actually stands for. So this is more intentionally designed harassment. And now it's like you gotta know how to use negative into positive for yourself. What appears to be going on now is they're putting a lot of negative comments on any video that I have. So if you make a comment and it's a positive, a really positive comment, the spamming going on now is going to give it a negative rating to any comment. So the comments that are worth reading are the ones that are hidden, because now YouTube has too many low ratings and it's hidden. So the best comments I would read are the ones that are hidden on my channel. Obviously, the evil forces that exist within the planet don't want truth to come out. And they're putting an awful lot of effort into a lot of spamming. I would suspect there will be thousands of other videos that are going to be posted about my channel, which is going to grab a lot of people coming to my channel to check things out. And while you come onto my channel, I suggest think for yourself. Have you been programmed to just be on a side of war and block out your ability to think for yourself? Because if that's been done to you, if you came to my channel with somebody else's influence that hate, evil, destroy, then anything in my videos won't make any sense to you at all, because you've been programmed not to see truth. So I would suggest to, question why something extremely negative has been told to you and why my channel is such a high target. What I'm doing on my channel is revealing a lot of science that the medical community does not want you to know about. There's a lot of science that proves beyond doubt on why our current justice systems don't work. We've all heard that it's not a perfect system, but there's absolutely no effort in any country to actually improve on justice systems. Why? Because they're actually run by criminals, and it can scientifically be proven now. The government systems, it's something that, if you want to make changes within your government systems, you have to understand that most of what we do is repeat the same pattern over and over again and don't recognize it. So when a solution appears, it may not be a solution at all, but just another repeat of the same system, and you can't recognize it. So that's what my channel is about, is to recognize where flaws are within government systems, education systems, medical systems, everything that the corporate world doesn't want you to know about. I'm talking about, and I provide scientific documentation for it. Not on my channel, but I'll lead you towards where you should be doing some research and find out for yourself. So that's like, why is my channel so heavily targeted? I suspect there'll be lots of blogs. There will be so much more negative shit that's going to be thrown at me now because I've had to censor. So What evil will do is try to counter it in whatever ways possible. They will make thousands of more videos, using my image, editing it to make it look like it's, something it's completely not. They will try and make me look like a fraud, try and make me look like a con. But the question is why? Why are they working so hard for you not to see this information? Why are they working so hard to cause as much chaos as possible? Why are they working so hard to instill hate and anger and frustration inside you? Because that's how easily controlled you are. That as long as the evil forces can get you pissed off, angry, and in fight mode, they have perfect control over you. So you can be as angry as you want to be, you can be as spamming as you want to be to my account, but you're just showing which side of the fence you're on. You're either going to be on a side of peace or you're going to be on a side of war. And at the end of the day, the way we keep up, there isn't going to be an internet much longer. So it really, really doesn't matter how many people on the planet, put a lot of negative shit about me. It's all going to be deleted soon because the internet's not going to be there. Apparently, you're not looking at the sun. You're not looking at the universal forces that definitely you should want to be aware of it, because there are things that, it's not out of our control. But as long as you have enough hate and anger inside you, those bigger forces are going to get you in the long run. Keeping your eye off of what you should be keeping your eye off of will get you in the long run. So, and it makes zero difference to me. I already know what's coming, trying to explain it. And one of the things that you should understand, I'm seeing a lot of people say third dimension, 3D, and higher. There's so many different words to describe it. But there is actually a science that says how you perceive your reality, and it's called P-brains. And its brains is spelled different. It's P-B-R-A-N-E. And basically what it is one, P stands for the number of brains used while you perceive your reality. One is a particle with height. A 2 brain is a particle with height and width. 3 is height, width, and depth, gives you a 3D. You can see, chairs. You can see, things in 3 dimension. 4P brain is watching 3-dimensional objects move within time. And in order to see your perspective in the 4th dimension, you actually have to be in the 5th dimension. It's like you're in a fish bowl. So in order to see where you are in this fish bowl, you have to be in the 5th dimension looking down at yourself. So you're actually in the 5th dimension looking down and perceiving everything in a 4th dimension. So when you get into the 6th dimension, you can actually see things from the 5th dimension. And I personally believe I'm more in the 6th dimension. I've had to pull down because there is zero ability to communicate if you are perceiving anything from a higher dimension. You understand what time is perfectly, and it does sort of work against you if you don't get it. Lots of wild things that you can see differently when you're in that high 6th dimension. Actually perceiving your world in the 5th dimension, which means you're in the 6th looking down at your world in the 5th. You can see a bigger global picture there. I've seen that they're saying there's like 11 different dimensions that we perceive our world with. I am totally disagreeing with that because they're still seeing particles move, whether it's seen or unseen. They're using like microwaves, for example. You don't actually see the microwave, but because they're observing something going on there, it is still basically you're watching a particle, whether you can see it or not, actually do something. But there is like a hyperspace. There is lots of wild shit going on in how you perceive your world. Um, I know that when I got into that realm, there's zero chance of communicating. You cannot stay there. It's like all of humanity has to get there because just being one person up there, you cannot communicate. And one of the biggest problems is that anything that I would say, you would definitely think it's completely crazy because you're in one dimension looking at your world through a tunnel vision, where in another dimension, it's like, no, you ain't seeing the big picture yet. And you can't communicate it because you're still linear thinking. This is definitely a non-linear way of viewing your world because you see the full picture all the time, all the time. There is no time in that reality because, and you can read people, you can intuitively know what's going on without doubt because you see all sides. It's the wildest thing. Wish everybody would go there because it's almost like not being there means you're going to be hell on earth. But being there is like you can actually see how heaven on earth would be created. It's like there is no question that would be heaven on earth. If you could see and perceive your world from that perspective, it's like how can you not create what we all seem to think heaven is? So it's well worth the travel to try and get up there and open up your comprehension. And part of that is you will never ever understand any of this stuff if you're angry, hateful, in fear, and war zone. It's the evil forces are trying to keep you from knowing information that would uplift you, basically. So it's like, feel free to spam me, feel free to make a ton of blogs, feel free to do anything and everything. But know that I can definitely use negative energy and into positive for me. And it's like somebody had perceived, made a comment that, oh, your channel is a total extreme failure because of the level of views that I get. And it's like, that guy ain't reading anything right yet. It's like, I ain't going for massive views. I happen to really enjoy a small channel. I prefer my channel to be extremely small because I like the two-way conversations that go on. There's no way I will know what to talk about if I'm not communicating with people. I need to see where everybody's headspace is and then offer some opinions about, well, look at it this way. Because I can definitely give different viewpoints to many different things. So it's like it's futile. You can see my channel as being a failure. You can see any part of my life as being a failure. It's just, why would you want to look at anything as a failure? Because I don't see it. I see everything as, holy shit, that was pretty amazing. Like I see everything working for me. While somebody judging may not see the same thing as me, but that's because you're judging from your perspective and how well is yours going. And it is really funny to watch things from this perspective and the judging that's going on. And it's like, why would you judge something negative when you only have 1% of the information? Are you being suppressed? Are you is that a personal choice that you want to be suppressed? Is it your personal interest to view your world from a limited perspective, it's up to you. I don't really care. If the ship goes down, I can't control that. I have nothing to lose. And that's when you put yourself in the highest position of power, is when you got nothing to lose. But when you got something to lose, yeah, you will be in as much of a fight as possible. Just something to think about. Peace out.